Q proReader, designed for the business professional. So we're introducing the Q proReader today. Very small, less than a third of inch thick, 17.2 ounces, 10.7 inch touchscreen display. The physical characteristics are very impressive, but what's even more impressive is the user interface. The user interface is designed for the business professional. You can see we have the calendar function here. Tomorrow's schedule, weekend schedule. Because it's a touchscreen, everything goes with a swipe or a tap. You can easily take your calendar, all your Microsoft Office documents, calendar, email, Word documents, spreadsheets, PowerPoint, and others, and what we call queue it. You can queue it from your laptop or your PC, your Macintosh, or your Windows machine, and queue it onto your device. Also available here is this is what's downloaded as the most recently added subscription. We give you the ability to change what's on your screen from most recently added to most recently viewed to your high priority to your annotated. So you're allowed to make annotation, notes, underlines, comments, or your recently purchased. On this side here are other documents, business documents that you've queued across to your device. They just wait for a quick second. So I want to go to my most recent activity and say what documents I've looked at recently. Well, I've looked at USA Today recently. I've looked at a Forrester document. I've looked at displays, a fact sheet. Let's go to the fact sheet. The fact sheet is a simple PDF. This product, the Q proReader, supports a variety of formats. Most of the ones that are open source out there, PDF, TXT, EPUB, etc. Here's an example of a document that's formatted on here. At the same time, I can go back to my current actions, and I can sort of say, I can bookmark it, I can add notes, I can do a search within the document for certain things. Did that? I can view the margins. At the same time, I can also go back to other documents. Because the business professional, sorry, straight up, does that work for both of you? So, because the business professional doesn't read one document at a time, he doesn't go from chapter 1 to chapter 30 on his document.
Ask me questions.
Actually got several documents open at the same time. He's got his fact sheet open, he's got his calendar open, he's on a phone call, he's reading his local newspaper, that we allow you to open up multiple documents at the same time and be able to jump from one back to the other, back to the other. And here's a list of all the documents I read in the past, anywhere from the past 10 minutes to the past 10 hours. Worked a partnership with USA Today where they have redesigned their product, their daily newspaper, so that it's optimized for view that uses all 10.7 inches of the touchscreen display to best present their document. If you're familiar with USA Today, currently the print version is broken into 4 sections. It's the news section, the money section, the sports section, and the life section. And what they've done is they've done a front page for all of us, each of those sections here. And those sections can be outlined in such a way that you can click on those, or you can go to the next section, money, and the money section will then take you there directly. And in the money section you've got the usual look that you recognize from USA Today is all there, as well as you can go into any of the articles. Now you have 2 ways of going into the articles. You can either, 3 ways. You can click on the article, you can press at the bottom, next story, you can arrow over, or you can just swipe. As I said before, we have gestures, swipe and touch. Take us to page 63, then here's a look on page 63. Let me take you back to the home page for the moment and talk about our store on device, right? So at the bottom left-hand corner, you have the ability to shop from your device on the store. And what's available are newspapers, magazines, books, and web publications, or also known as blogs. And you can buy these and buy single editions of these or you can buy a subscription. Those subscriptions, going back to the home page, will be wirelessly downloaded either through Wi-Fi or 3G. But right here is your most recently downloaded. This happens to be a newspaper. At the same time, at the bottom, you can pin what we call your favorites. Your favorites can be your newspaper you've just downloaded. It can be a book that you're reading. It could be a folder that's important to you. In this case, it's the welcome folder that has critical information about how to use your cute proReader.